What's up, guys? So today we're going to be answering some OKCupid questions. You're probably like, Bugs, but why? Very simple reason. I have never felt so personally attacked like I have been from some of the questions on this website. So let's just dive right in. Do you enjoy conversation during breakfast? Well, it's my breakfast. I'd say 100% of the time. Pretty easy one. Answers all except yes. Sometimes. I'm sorry, but I really don't think I could date somebody that didn't want to talk to me first thing in the morning. That's just me. It's not that big of a deal, so we'll make it a somewhat, but not a very. You want to come answer questions with me? What do you think? Who doesn't love breakfast in good company? Question mark. Are you my good company? Do you like to burn incense in your home? Yeah. I'll accept a yes, or I've never burnt incense in my home before. No, it's kind of like, I mean, incense isn't really the biggest. I would not date you because you don't like incense. So it's a little important. Why are you drooling like this? Don't drool in my beard. Show everybody your drool. Look at that drool. Do you see it? Well, thanks for a hug. Oh, it's all over my neck. Oh, go away. All right, so where were we? Honestly, this has no effect whatsoever. It doesn't matter. Would you ever correct your partner for seriously misusing or mispronouncing a word? Yeah. I would hope they did the same thing to me. There is no importance. I mean, it's a little important because I would like to be corrected, and I know that I do correct, so it has to be a little important. So I'm just gonna go ahead and I don't even need to explain my answer. There's nothing to explain here. Do you ever intentionally try to make people angry just to see how they would react? No. I'm not an asshole. Wait. I've done this in League of Legends, but that's competitive strategy, and I just flex my character's emotes. No, I don't do this. I'm gonna go ahead and somewhat this. Do you freak out when you get a little upset? I don't think I freak out. I really don't. So I'm gonna go ahead and say no. I'm gonna take no and only when no one is around as an answer that I will accept. Because when only no one is around, that's okay. It means you know better than to blast it out on somebody. That means you can keep to yourself. You know, your own little circle to sit in. Have at it. Go scream and yell at your wall. I don't care. If all of the professional sports leagues in the world cease to exist, would you be upset? No. No. I understand this affects esports, physical sports, board games, all this shit, whatever. I do believe that if every one of these leagues ceased to exist, the hobby would still continue. So I don't think that this would be a catastrophic end, but I think this would really hurt the economy. I do believe this would significantly impact our economy. It affects tourism. It takes away hobbies and passions that some people like to do on their free time to go to a professional game. Me personally, I would not be upset. So the answer is no. And it has little impact or significance, to me at least. Have you ever seriously questioned your sexuality and whether it was different from what you first assumed? Oh man. All right, so this is one of those questions where you're just like, damn, OkCupid. All right. So I will say, I did think at one point when I was way younger that I might be interested in guys at one point. But yes, at a very young age, I did question it. But I mean, seriously, I fucking love women. But with that, have you ever seriously questioned your sexuality, whether it was different from what you first assumed? Yes, but it did not change. I don't care. This has no bearing on me. I think it's okay to sit back and reflect on yourself. It's like one of the most challenging questions you could really pin against yourself. And this is honestly something I believe that only you can figure out. But yes, at the age of almost 32, I'm very much a cisgendered straight male, but I am 100% an ally and an advocate for LGBTQ rights. Do you like punk rock? I can listen to it, but I mean, I can't do it all day, every day. That's something I couldn't do. It's angsty, it's angry, it's trolly. A lot of punk rock can be pretty trolly. I don't know if you've ever listened to lyrics in punk rock, but I personally, as long as it's not country music, we're fucking good, dude. I'm not. I never again. I no. As long as it's not country music, we're good. Do you play or have you ever played a massive multiplayer online role-playing game? Not my type of thing. If I come across somebody who is a gamer, if you play MMOs, it's not going to be the end-all be-all. If you play MMOs, it's cool. You play games. You're in the gaming culture. That's something we have in common, so that's cool. If you don't play fucking MMOs, we're fine, because I don't play MMOs. Fuck MMOs. I'm really sorry to any of you MMO players out there. It's not for me. But in terms of this being a fucking deal breaker, can't really get into MMOs, but it's okay if you love them. Zero importance to me. None whatsoever. When I go out to eat, I go to a large chain restaurant. When I think large chain restaurant, I'm thinking like Applebees or some shit. Who the fuck wants to go to Applebees? Don't answer that question. Say once in a while. I mean, if we count fast food, I see, the thing is, because I like local businesses as well. Local food, forget about it, dude. If I have the extra couple bucks to spend, I'm spending it on like an authentic meal versus some fucking bullshit. This honestly has no bearing on me either. Just don't make me take you to PF Chang's every fucking Tuesday and we're good to go. Do you try to draw attention to your body by wearing seductive clothing? You see this? Check out my OnlyFans. Check out my OnlyFans. Look at that. Sexually seductive. You see this? Do you see me? How could you say no? I'm gonna go ahead with no, because honestly, I love a nice body. Yes, who the fuck doesn't appreciate a nice body? But if that is the attention you are seeking, you're probably not my type. I've dealt with too much infidelity, lying, and seeking attention that was too much for me to fucking mentally fathom. If you're a sex worker, different. I get that. That's your content. I get that. And honestly, I don't think I would have an issue dating one so long as that's their business. Bringing that into our relationship, I'll make videos with you, I'll take pictures with you, whatever. But every time we're going out to Applebees or PF Chang's, wherever the fuck you want to go, and you literally have a V-neck that you cut an extra line down the center so your tits come out a little bit more. Personally, I mean, you're okay to do that. That's fine. That's your human right. But for me to be comfortable in a relationship like that, I probably wouldn't be. If everywhere you go, you just have to be stared at, it's one thing, your face is pretty, you just have a nice figure, fuck it. That's fine. You can't help that. But when you are drawing the extra attention, like tiny skirt and like belly shirt, and your girls are hanging out, you know what I mean? Once in a blue moon, yeah, that's awesome. That's fine. We go out to the club, whatever, together, that's fine. Man, I'm really projecting my insecurities here. God damn it, OKCupid. I don't need to explain an answer. If your significant other has not reached the same education level as you, is this a turn off? Nope, absolutely not. And if you are disappointed that I have only a certification and graduating high school, go fuck yourself. It's 2021. Make yourself, with some help from YouTube and Google. Would you consider dating someone who is much kinkier than you are? Yep. Actually, it's not, for me, it's not really a big deal. Unless they're like one of those like missionaries the only way and mayonnaise is spicy, whatever. How often do you find yourself becoming annoyed because other people just don't seem to understand the obvious? Man, I have quite a bit of patience. I know sometimes, once in a blue moon, sometimes I don't have a fucking, there's just no wall. Like, I'm just like 0 to 100. I think I really, and I sound fucked up when I say this, but I dumb myself down to get to their level so I can pull them back up, if that makes sense. Like, I'll just kind of like play dumb with them and be like, well, let's figure it out. And then I get sources and it's like, oh, there you go. And they're like, oh, and I'm like, yeah, isn't that crazy? It's just like, but if I get to that point and you're still just like outright, like say, prime example, flat earthers. Bruh, I'm sorry if you're a flat earther and you're watching me, you're about to be offended, but my fucking God, The earth is not flat. The earth is fucking round, all right? It might not be perfect spheres. There's gonna be some bumps here and there from the mountains, but the earth is not flat. We have fucking proof. Okay? There's plenty of science that has completely supported the fact that the earth is round. And it also might be the fact that we have seen the fucking earth. We can watch a live stream of the fucking earth at any time. It's round. The fucking deal with it. So if I'm sitting here dumbing myself down like, oh wow, didn't know that was a thing. Maybe the earth is flat, right? And I just kind of humor your bullshit. And then I take it down to your fucking level, and then I'm trying to pull you back up, and then you sit there and go, oh, you fucking round earther. You know what? You go lay on your flat earth and fuck right off. That's me becoming annoyed. So say once in a while, and I know this is the obvious, but fucking Christ, dude. I think it's pretty obvious that the earth is not flat. I will say frequently, once in a while, and never. Somebody who gets annoyed all the time, I can't do it. Get the fuck out of here. Actually, this is very important. This is very important because this is drama. Do you have time for a committed relationship in your life at this point? Yeah, 100%. But my whole thing, there are women that I've met on dating apps that are friends with me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter, follow me on Instagram, watch some of my YouTube videos. Like, this is a thing. So I don't need to make any more friends off of dating apps. I make plenty of friends doing what I do. I make friends all over the world. They're friends. I don't plan on marrying my friends or falling in love with my friends, going on a date with my friends, nothing like that. No, I don't think about that. I'm on dating apps to find somebody who could be potentially compatible without me going out to the bar, I'm sorry, coffee, or anywhere else for that matter, to go hope I run into somebody with similar interests. Most of the time, the type of things that I'm interested in, you're not just going to see it on them. You can't just look at them. I mean, obviously it's like that with everybody, but I have a lot of things that I love, and me just writing about myself, throwing it off somewhere, and then occasionally swiping and whatnot, that makes it a lot easier for me to just kind of come across people with similar interests, even though I never end up dating people with similar interests. Most of the time I date people with similar moral values and whatnot. Gamers? No. Musicians? No. Like cars? No. If this question, probably not or no, then why am I wasting my time, right? So I'm gonna go ahead with yes, absolutely, as the only answer I'll accept. I am not in a rush. I'm not. I can talk to somebody for plenty of time before I actually date them. You know what I mean? But I don't want to talk to somebody for 6 months only for them to go, oh, I don't know what I want. Like, no, dude, I'm gonna have to pass, champ. I know what I want. Sorry, I'm not gonna sit around and wait for you. Do you think you are still evolving, or are you pretty much the way you are always going to be? I'm still evolving. It's pretty important. My core beliefs will pretty much remain the same, but other perspectives are likely to change as I learn more in life. Somewhat important, because it's not very important, because if somebody says the way, they'll always be like, I'm kind of like that, but I know that there are outside things that could come into play here, especially with like politics, stuff like that. With like the collapse of the GOP, we could have a whole new party coming, or the Republican Party completely changes everything up, and now they're trying to offer everybody universal health care and whatnot. It's crazy. You'd be surprised that could happen. I'm not a Democrat, but if Republicans are coming around going, hey, yo, you guys want some universal health care? I'd probably be like, yo, what's up? Unless it's Trump. Fuck Trump. Did you ever have a goth phase? The reason I was embarrassed about it is because I decided to wear all these parachute pants. I used temporary hair dye to dye my hair blue. My uncle was so mad. And I remember I told somebody on the bus, that's why I went goth over some shit. I think I was listening to System of a Down. God damn. So if you're wondering why I'm embarrassed about it, now you know. This has no effect on me. Alright, so that about sums it up. Hopefully this video was a nice window into me for this. This is kind of embarrassing. I'm not even. You have any other ideas for dating app videos you'd like to see me do? Go ahead, comment, let me know. I do a lot of different types of variety content, try to break different things down. Feel free to check out all the social medias down in the description. I am everywhere. I am a multi-platform, multi-passion content creator. So find me where you want to find me. I would like to go out and do more videos for you guys, but you know, pandemic has really cut down on that for now. But in the future, we will be doing a lot more IRL content with people. But for now, we're making the best of what we got while we got it. If you haven't already, like the video, subscribe to the channel, comment on the video, share it with a friend. And until next time, peace!